No veas, a Sevilla. Y al último que cuando ya salió la bien de regla.
It is Thursday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. Now, patch whatever number is meant to be is live. That includes a buff to Gharol Bloodmaul, where if you're wondering my opinion on that, just find one of the other content creators out of the 10,000 who covered it, and that's probably what I was also going to say about it. And if it wasn't, pick another one. Then keep going over and over until you get to Mercy, okay? Look, it's Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. And the other big improvement this update was that we are now able to see what relics your opponent has. No, they rug pulled that. Yeah, it would have been good to see who was Wand, who was Aspect, who was Shuriken, etc. But no, you can see that they have a relic, but I mean, past that. Also, there is now tag team quick battles, which is the best thing to ever be added into the game, apart from the previous best thing, which I've already forgotten because my memory is not very good. Also, yeah, those are my tag team things. And I wonder how I barely stay in gold for each week. Okay, so already we've gotten sidetracked because we just have. What are you going to do about it? Click off the video. And we're going to be talking about why everyone is mad about the, community mads regarding a buff to Bambus Fourleaf. And you're probably thinking, who the YouTube demonetization is Bambus Fourleaf? Well, he was an old fragment collection fusion. I think it's a fragment. It might have been a traditional. Answer in the comments if there's any. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Who's to say? That was kind of gimmicky. Just like pandas themselves. I mean, really, what is it with pandas? Bears are these omnivores who have been evolved to kill anything and everything that would either be a meal to them or get between them and their young. And then we had this subspecies that decided, nah, let's just specialize in eating bamboo, and most of them are in captivity where they're too fat, lazy, and stupid to breed. Just like you! Alienating your audience is something we do a lot in the video games industry. I wouldn't think about it too much about it. It's not personal. But they were buffed. I'm not going to go over the actual buffs themselves because I'll post them on screen for you to pause. Got it memorized? Okay. If not, go back to it. Okay. Go back to rest of skills, and this is what the champion looks like now. They are better than they were before, but some people are not happy. Not because they have him. I don't. I skipped it. And it wasn't good enough for them. But because this, now like any other time they buff any champion in the game, now apparently makes PvE content where the champion is featured mechanically impossible. Because, as you know, they never buff champions to actually make them more useful to people. They just buff them to make them harder in PvE. Like War Chief, who went from a Griefer champion with 60% flat true damage reflect, now doesn't have that, but that goes against narrative, so don't question that. But if there's one stage that people complain about most regarding Bambas Fourleaf and how they are worse than, actually I'm pretty sure even mentioning such gets you demonetized now, which would be bad if I was monetized in the first place, but I'm not, and that is Cursed City Stage 20 Soul Cross. Now, fortunately for myself, I cleared this before they made Bambus Fourleaf most unfair champion in the game, but let's see what happens now. Also, I'm pretty sure half these aren't geared, but let's give it a go. He's on the first wave, so this should not be too long. Let's see just what absolute untold disasters that Bambus Fourleaf caused upon my team. Okay, first off, we've hit him with Duke A2, Blue Stag Knight. Nothing bad's happened. Next, let's hit him again. Again, nothing happened. And now, Toshiro, A3. Oh. So that's the much harder soul cross that people were mentioning. Now you're probably thinking, oh, but you have Toshiro and... Yes, I have champions. And they're geared. Wild content, I know. Oh, what's this wave? Oh, it's Ogre. It's all Ogre now. Anyway, so there's always a very small subspecies of people who complain every time a legendary gets buffed that appears somewhere in the game in terms of PvE. Faction Wars, Doom Tower, Grim Forest, Curse City. Although, really, Grim Forest, like... I'm sure any champion with debuffs is a huge concern when you are probably there rocking up with extra 600 of resistance, but maybe some people play the game differently. So, yeah. What do they expect, really? From to never buff legendaries ever again? I mean... I almost thought that for a moment back when they only buffed Coronar and give him a very, very lazy buff. Which obviously they did not do with Gharol. With Gharol they straight up improved the champion as much as they could. It really did take them 2 years, but it turns out that maybe they're doing one skill improvement per month and that's all they have the time and the manpower for. Oh yeah, Bambus Fourleaf. He's better, but he's not meta. For many of you, he's going to do the same thing. Panda things like sit there, chew on bamboo, and have an irrational hatred of Shinny all day and all night. So, is he worse than you know who? Not Voldemort.